Trust your gut. That feeling that you're getting, trust your gut. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You came across this video because Spirit's been telling you that that person, they're not a bad person. You understand? They go all the birds. They're not a bad person. Take flight. They're not a bad person. You understand? They're just not your person. You know, and we're entered into a season where the people around us are going to be really good to us. They're going to be really good to us. They're going to love us. They're going to cherish us. They're going to value. They're going to understand how important you are in the whole grand scheme of everything. But now you have to still weed out the people that are amongst those people and make sure that they're in the right place within your kingdom. Do you understand? There's going to be a lot of people coming at you. There's going to be a lot of deals. There's going to be a lot of people coming at you wanting the gold. You understand? Wanting to sample the healing, wanting to be part of the experience that is you. And what you have to understand is this is where your discernment is really, really needed. All that discernment that you practiced back then around people, you're like, yo, I know for a fact that person don't like me. I can feel it. You understand? I know for a fact that person doesn't have good intention for me. I can feel it. I know for a fact that person's trying to sabotage me. I can feel it. That feeling, don't let go of it when everyone loves you. When everyone is loving you and everyone is thinking that you're amazing and all that other stuff, do not let go of your discernment. And don't let go of listening to your team. SGS Squad, don't let go of listening to your team. They're going to tell you, use the emotion code. Am I bugging or is this person doing this? Because what's going to happen, what's happening now is the people that are around you love you. But just like not being there for someone and not encouraging that person and not doing stuff, too much of it or too much of it misguided, or too much of it we're really not knowing where that person is going, too much of a person telling you, oh, you need to rest, or you need to sleep, too much of anything isn't good. You have to make sure that the people around you are balanced, because you don't want yes people. You don't want a bunch of people who don't want to go where you're going, but you don't want a bunch of yes people either, because then you'll be making decisions that are not good and no one can tell you nothing. I've seen that. I've seen where you don't take counsel from anyone. You understand? And that's not good. I'm not saying to take counsel from everyone, but you're not taking counsel from anyone if you are just so high-minded that you're like, oh my God, everybody thinks I'm great, everything's amazing, because they won't tell you when you're messing up. They won't. You don't want those type of people. Those type of people, I'm not saying kick them out your kingdom like the people of the past, because the past had to go. The past had to die. And you did that. You cleared all that shit. You scrubbed it. You know, you're spick and span. You're clean as hell. You understand? That's fine. That's great. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I'm right there with you. But what happens right now is, since you're clean, you're going to start rebuilding your house and restocking the things that you lost. What was taken, and it wasn't taken from you, what you let it go for a reason. You let it go in order to fill something you let it go in order to fill it with something better. You understand? More productive. Something that's it's kind of like unpacking a bag. You unpack the bag of stuff that you really don't need. You understand? So then now you're packing the bag with stuff that you need. You understand? And just because a person is there doesn't mean you pack them with you. Just because someone is nice to you, just because someone even takes care of you, that does not mean that they go along with you on the journey, on the trip. They can watch you. They can support you. They can, be there when you get back from the journey to help them with their journey. But there is no more living other people's lives for them and putting them in your bag. We're not doing that anymore. We are not doing that anymore. Everything that's in your bag, everything that you bring and have close to you, it has to have value and it has to be an asset. There is no more taking liabilities with you. There is no more, potential. There is no more of that stuff. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about your children. I'm not, because you'd be like, oh yeah, my 15-year-old is a liability. Absolutely not. I'm not talking about your children, because your children are different. Your children are going to follow you and become whatever you become, and they're going to become the 2.0 version of it. You understand? Because what you're doing is progressive, and what you're doing is positive, and what you're doing is fun. You understand? You're not doing stuff that's reckless. You're not doing stuff that's that your kids are looking at you like, I don't want to do that. That looks crazy. You understand? They're doing it, and you're going to allow them to do it their way. You understand? Just because I'm a designer doesn't mean my kids have to be a designer. You understand? I tell them that all the time. You don't have to design. I design. Just tell me what you want, and I'll make it. You understand? You don't have to counsel. I'm a counselor. But everybody has their own calling, and I lead my kids to their calling. But they're in my bag. They're part of that journey. There is no journey without my boys. No journey. There's no journey without my boys. What the fuck? Back it up. What's the point? You understand? But everybody else, nah. You gotta fill out resumes, and you gotta step up. And there are people that they're in your bag for a certain amount of time, and you have to take them out because they become heavy. They become too heavy. They become a liability. If you're around someone and every time you're around that person, you are exhausted or sick, you need to look at that. You got to look at it. And it's hard, especially when that person loves you. That person takes care of you. That person nourishes you. But you have to understand toxicity is toxicity. You understand? Whether it's toxic and it's sweet, or it's toxic and it's bitter, it's still toxic. You understand? And you need to guard yourself from it. You need to pull back. You need to do what you need to do. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's your journey. It's no one else's journey. It's your journey to wherever you're trying to go, or wherever the road takes you. You understand? And this is why you need to listen to your body. Follow your discernment. Feel your discernment. Know what is what here. You're going to feel it. We did that in our old season where it was just like, nah, they not that bad. Nah, it's in my head. We're not doing that shit no more. We're not doing that shit no more. We know what to do now. We know when it's like, you question it. You sit down with your team and you talk to them and you're like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. You run experiments and you run tests to make sure, like, okay, it might be that person's just, having a bad day and they kind of drained you a little bit. That's fine. But if you see a consistent pattern of it, my teapot's about to explode. If you see a consistent pattern of it, you need to look at it. And you need to look at it. This is where you are your own doctor. You are your own primary care physician. You are the one who knows when, yeah, I need to take a break. Or no, this is not healthy for me. Or no, this is not working for me. And this is overwhelming me and this is not helpful to my journey. You need to pull it back. All right? So it is 9:39 on the clock. Doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying it's 9:39 on the clock. Anyway, so I hope this was helpful. Nope. I know this was helpful because even if it didn't help you, it helped me. So stay up, stay blessed, have a good day. Deuces, and we out.